Hey everyone, welcome back to Vanished and Unexplained. Today we're diving deep into one of the UK's most haunting unsolved mysteries, the disappearance of 12-year-old Kate Bushell. This case has puzzled investigators and locals for decades, and today we're going to take a close look at who Kate was, what happened on that fateful day, and all the theories that have emerged since. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to join our community of mystery lovers. Let's start at the very beginning. Kate's early years. Kate Bushell was a bright, cheerful 12-year-old growing up in the picturesque corners of Dorset, near the historic Corfe Castle. Imagine a small, tight-knit community where everyone knew each other, where the countryside wasn't just a backdrop but a playground for adventure. Kate was known to be a friendly face, always smiling and curious about the world around her. She grew up in a modest household where family values were paramount. Although details about her early life are sparse, local accounts describe her as an outgoing child who loved spending time outdoors. Whether she was riding the local bus to school or exploring the fields near Corfe Castle, Kate's energy and bright personality left a mark on those who knew her. What do you think it was like for a child growing up in such an idyllic but isolated setting? It sounds like a peaceful life, until one day everything changed. Now let's fast forward to that tragic day in 1997. Picture this, a typical day in Dorset. Kate was waiting at her local bus shelter, a place she visited almost every day without a second thought. It was a routine moment that suddenly turned into something out of a nightmare. Witnesses remember seeing Kate at the bus stop, calm and unhurried, just doing what she always did. There was no sign of distress. But then, just like that, she vanished. One moment she was there, and the next, she was gone, vanished, without a trace. It was as if the earth had swallowed her whole, leaving behind nothing but an eerie silence, without any clue as to where she might have gone. Imagine being a neighbour or a friend and noticing that the bus stop is empty, the usual chatter and laughter replaced by a deafening quiet. The air feels heavy, laden with unspoken fears and unanswered questions. That the girl you see every day isn't there. It raises so many questions. Did something happen while she was waiting? Was someone watching her? The scene itself was completely ordinary, just another day, another routine. Yet, in the blink of an eye, everything changed. Nothing was left behind, no personal belongings, no struggle, no signs of distress. It was as if she had simply evaporated into thin air. The bus stop, once a mundane part of daily life, now stood as a silent witness to an inexplicable event. Nothing to tell us what might have occurred in those few fleeting moments. The road stretched out, empty and indifferent, as if mocking the frantic search for answers. Faces once filled with the routine of daily life now bore the weight of confusion and dread. The mystery of her disappearance gnawed at the community, leaving everyone to wonder, how could someone just vanish without a trace? Rumours began to spread, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered about abductions, others about running away, but the truth remained elusive, hidden in the shadows of that fateful evening. The bus stop, now adorned with missing person posters, became a grim reminder of the fragility of our daily routines. Time moved on, but the questions lingered. Every sunset brought with it a renewed sense of loss, a reminder of the girl who once waited at that bus stop. The clock ticked on, indifferent to the pain and confusion left in the wake of her disappearance. And so the mystery of her vanishing remained, a haunting enigma that refused to fade away. So what exactly happened? Despite immediate concerns, the disappearance itself was shrouded in mystery. After Kate was reported missing, local authorities sprang into action. They combed the area around the bus shelter, searching fields, nearby roads, and even surrounding residences, but they found no trace of her. The disappearance wasn't marked by any signs of a struggle or forced departure. Kate seemed to vanish into thin air. It's almost as if in one moment the girl who lit up the bus stop was simply swallowed by the quiet of the countryside. This is where the mystery really begins. How could a routine moment turn so suddenly into an unsolvable puzzle? And what exactly did Kate encounter in those precious minutes that led to her disappearance? Let's talk about the search that followed. Once Kate was reported missing, local police and community members mobilized quickly. Extensive searches were conducted at the bus shelter, in the surrounding fields, and even on nearby roads. Neighbors and volunteers joined in, desperate for any hint of where Kate might be. Despite these enormous efforts, the investigation yielded almost nothing. Forensic teams combed the area, but no evidence was recovered. No clothing, no personal items, nothing that could lead investigators to understand what had happened. This case frustrated not just the authorities, but also a community that couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Over the years, re-examinations of the case have been made, and digital sleuths online continue to exchange theories and hope that new technology might one day crack the case wide open. It's one of those cases that leaves you with more questions than answers. In the wake of Kate's disappearance, the local community in Dorset was left in a state of shock and sorrow. People who once saw Kate at the bus stop every day were now haunted by her absence. The case sparked public debates about the safety of children in rural areas, a stark reminder that even in seemingly safe, close-knit communities, dangers can lurk in unexpected places. Families started to worry more about the security of everyday places like bus shelters. The once mundane act of waiting for a bus became a source of anxiety. Parents began to accompany their children more frequently, and community members kept a watchful eye on each other. The sense of unease was palpable, and it was clear that the community would never be the same again. The incident led to calls for better surveillance and more robust safety measures in public spaces. Security cameras were installed in areas that were previously deemed safe, and police patrols became more frequent. Local governments allocated funds to improve lighting and install emergency call boxes. These measures, while providing some reassurance, also served as a constant reminder of the tragedy that had occurred. Despite numerous public appeals and media coverage over the years, the trail went cold, leaving a permanent scar on the community and fueling ongoing anxiety about missing children. News anchors often revisited the case on anniversaries, keeping the memory alive but also reopening old wounds. Community vigils became an annual event, a somber reminder of the fragility of safety and the enduring pain of loss. Missing person posters, once a rare sight, became a common fixture in the area, each one a stark reminder of the unresolved mystery. This lasting impact is a testament to how deeply Kate's disappearance has resonated, not only as a criminal mystery but as a profound human tragedy. The community's collective grief has turned into a relentless pursuit of answers and justice. Memorials and tributes continue to be held, with people placing flowers and sharing emotional stories about how Kate's disappearance has affected their lives. These gatherings serve as both a tribute to Kate and a stark reminder of the work that still needs to be done to ensure the safety of all children. The case has inspired local advocacy groups to push for legislative changes, aiming to create a safer environment for future generations. The emotional interviews with family members and friends reveal a community still grappling with the loss, yet determined to find closure. Kate's story has become a symbol of resilience and a call to action, urging everyone to remain vigilant and compassionate in the face of such tragedies. Now let's delve into the theories. With such scant evidence, several possibilities have been floated over the years. So what do you think might have happened? Theory 1. Abduction by a stranger. Many believe that Kate was taken by someone who saw an opportunity. The isolation of that bus stop during certain hours could have provided a predator the perfect moment. There's no evidence of a struggle, which makes some wonder if she was quietly and quickly abducted by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. Theory 2. Accidental wandering or unintentional disappearance. Another possibility is that Kate, perhaps distracted or curious, wandered off. Rural areas can be confusing, especially for a child. Could she have taken a wrong turn and gotten lost in the vast countryside? But if that were the case, wouldn't there have been some trace of her? Theory 3, intrafamilial or local involvement. A more controversial theory suggests that someone known to her, a family acquaintance or local resident, might have been involved. While this idea is unsettling, it's important to note that there's been no concrete evidence supporting this claim, yet it still raises the uncomfortable question, could someone close have been responsible? Theory 4, hit and run or accident. Some speculate that Kate might have been involved in an accidental incident, such as a hit and run that was either misreported or went unnoticed. However, there are no records of any vehicular accidents around that time near the bus stop, making this theory a long shot. Each theory comes with its own set of questions. What signs did Kate leave behind? Why was there no physical evidence at all? And most importantly, what can we learn from this case to prevent future tragedies? The mystery of Kate Bushell is as heartbreaking as it is baffling. Even today, after all these years, her disappearance leaves us with an unsettling feeling that something so ordinary can turn inexplicably tragic. Thanks for watching, everyone. We've journeyed through the intricate details of the Kate Bushell case, a story that has left an indelible mark on the community and beyond. It's a case that continues to baffle investigators and captivate the public's imagination. As we reflect on the events and the evidence, it's important to remember the human element behind the headlines. Kate was a bright young girl with a promising future, and her untimely death is a tragedy that resonates deeply. The Kate Bushell case is a somber reminder of how a single moment can change so many lives. The community came together in the wake of her disappearance, holding vigils and sharing memories, hoping for answers that have yet to come. The old newspaper clippings serve as a haunting reminder of the time that has passed, yet the pain and the questions remain as fresh as ever. What do you think happened to Kate? Was it a random act of violence, or was there something more sinister at play? Theories abound, each with its own set of compelling arguments and evidence. Some believe it was a crime of opportunity, while others think it was premeditated. The lack of concrete evidence leaves room for endless speculation, and each theory brings its own set of questions and doubts. Do you lean toward one theory over another? Perhaps you have your own ideas about what might have happened. The bulletin boards filled with theories and the discussions around tables show just how invested people are in finding the truth. It's a mystery that has sparked countless debates and discussions, each one bringing us a step closer to understanding, yet still so far from the truth. Let's discuss in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Your insights and theories could shed new light on this enduring mystery. The online community has been a valuable resource in keeping the conversation alive, and your participation is crucial. Whether you're a seasoned investigator or a curious viewer, your perspective matters. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others who might be interested in unsolved mysteries. Your support helps us continue to explore these compelling cases and bring them to a wider audience. Every like, share, and subscription makes a difference and helps keep these stories in the public eye. Until next time, stay curious and take care. Remember, the quest for truth is a journey we all share, and together we can keep the memory of Kate Bushell alive while striving for justice. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us.